options. Top navigation, this is where you can select those topics. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to have that in there. I can enable group chats in here. That means they can actually talk to each other in the chat bar. I can upload a photo for thumbnails. I can do a featured image. In fact, I will do a featured image. I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'm going to go to Cersei Industrial Products. I'm just going to do a quick version of this. You don't have to do it this way. So I'm going to grab this. This is going to look nasty because I'm just doing a quick version. Grab that. Then I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to upload that photo. Go to my desktop. That was a screenshot I just took. Click on it. It's going to load it. And then here we go. I'm going to create this new group. So now you can see Cersei Industrial Products has its space. So if I go back here, I'm going to refresh this page, and now you can see it's right there. If I click on it, there's the graphic I built. Here's the sidebar, right? And this is space activities. So this is pieces that allow them to know everything that's happening. This is about them, right? And this lets them know that it's a secret group. And then if I want to post, I can post test post, right? Test post. I'm going to show you something cool. So I post this in here. If I go to the general feed, it is not there. That will only be found in that client channel. If I go to Southern Cats, it's not there. But if I go here, and it's there. I hope that makes sense. So what you're doing here in this whole groups and spaces, this is where you're creating everything on the left-hand side of this bar. So I'm going to clean this up some more. So now you see I have another course here. I'm going to take this course and go to edit. Actually, I can show you. You can do this way too. I'm going to move. So course, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to just select it down to Value Engine Courses and move it. It slides down. If I go back here and I refresh, now that course is in courses. I'm cleaning up this whole thing here, if that makes sense. So that is what you're doing with these spaces. Now, what do I use spaces for? You can see I have it for feeds for specific things. So if I wanted to have a COO group discussion space, this is now for COOs and operation managers. This is for all things operational. Do like this. I'm like this. Discussions on all things operations. All right. I want it. Okay. Lock screen type. Don't mess with that. All right. This is where you can actually have custom lock screens, and please don't worry about that. Where I'm going to put this, I'm putting that in the general groups because it's not a client channel. It's not a Value Engines course. It's a general group. Privacy. I actually want any member to view this available, but not to be able to get into it. So what that means, if they're a member of my entire Value Engines, they're going to see it as an option, and then they have to ask to join it. Why do I do that? Because when people join my Value Engines Academy, I want them to see that that's an option to jump into if they're a COO. And so they have to ask. All right. Don't worry about paywalls because you're not doing paywalls. Who can view the space? Members only. And then continue. And then I go in here again. I like everybody able to post in it. I want to enable everybody to be able to post inside, like lift things up. I like this latest. I like latest. I'm going to do it as a list instead. It doesn't matter. You can go back and change it. List is where it's a bunch of items versus the actual post itself. I'm not worried about adding navigation to there. Or I could. I'll have fun for this. I'll type a new title of a ops. Let's say I want to have the topic that they can do called playbooks. Okay. All things playbooks. Create that. And then I'm going to say I want that in the top navigation. Not going to make them select the topic chat, or I don't actually. I don't want them to chat. I want it all to be in front of everybody. Let's create a quick graphic. Let's see, operations graphic, just for fun. Images. Let's grab this one. No, let's grab this one. This looks okay. I know it's not going to look cool. I'm going to save image as. I'm going to throw this down there on desktop real quick. Again, you can grab whatever you want. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to upload a photo. Grab that. Boom. Should do it in. That's what makes it look better. And now the space is there, right? And so I'm going to refresh my page. You're going to see it. Now you'll see on the left-hand side, CEO and operations managers. You can see that graphic there. You can see what it's about. Just cool stuff. So that is how you create groups and spaces. Now I want to show you one more cool thing you can do. And this I'm going to add for all of us because we don't currently have this. So under general groups, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add a link. Why do I want to add a link? Well, because you guys, I'd love for y'all to have a Value Engines app, right? This is the actual app for what we're now doing in Value Engines. So this is Enterprise Value Engines app. I'm going to grab this URL, come back here. I'm going to put in there menu group. I want it in general. I want everyone to see it. And I'm going to create the link. And here's what's cool. Now, I'm going to move this up to the top. So now when you guys sign into the Academy, now you don't have to guess, man, what is the address of our deal? So I'm going to refresh this page. And now, look at this. Click on this. Boom. It pulls up your particular thing. And this will do it on your own. So we just did that live in the room. So there's the deal on groups. Then spaces is how that looks. And how we see that in here is groups and spaces. I also set it up on your top menu bar that people click on spaces and they can see the spaces here as well. Ta-da! There you go. All right, I am now going to finish this video and go to the next one. Longest video we've done.